I've repeatedly told you anything over the past 2 years. It's that the Packers are always thinking 5 years down the road. The question is that the right thing to be doing when you have Aaron Rodgers as year to year as he clearly is?
I just think they're not going to deviate. I mean, for them, it's the right way to operate. That's how they, I mean, over the last 20 years, only 2 teams have won more games. Like, they feel like their approach is validated by their consistent success. And you're going to say, well, they have only won 1 Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. And yes, I think from talking to people who run the Packers, if there was a way to make an offseason move that guaranteed you a Super Bowl title, they would surely do it. But they feel like, you know, if we win 13 games every year and we're in the 1 seed or the 2 seed, eventually one of these times it's going to break our way. The 49ers blocked a punt, or else they advanced in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, probably. And that is, so Dan, go ahead and expand on the thought you had, and then we'll get Mike T in on it here, because clearly you didn't like the approach that they took, which is not to say the guys they took aren't good players.
Here's my thing, Greeny. I wanted more urgency. Okay, like they became a better football team with those 2 first-round selections. But let's look at what everybody else in their conference did. Arizona traded their first-round pick for Hollywood Brown. The Eagles went up and got A.J. Brown, or traded for A.J. Brown. New Orleans went up and got Chris Olave. I was frustrated by it. I was upset by the lack of urgency. It doesn't impact my life at all. So I'm sitting here thinking what Aaron Rodgers might think like. Now, they take Christian Watson with the 34th overall pick. That's cool. For everybody that wants to continue to tell me, well, the Packers have a long history of developing second-round receivers, I have 2 things. Number one, because I played in that division, all of those second-round receivers were drafted by Green Bay teams that had number 1 receivers on the roster. Greg Jennings had Donald Driver. Jordy Nelson had Greg Jennings. Davante Adams had both those dudes. Christian Watson doesn't have a number 1 wide receiver. Candidly put, the Packers are going into a Super Bowl or bust season with Allen Lazard, a tight end coming off of ACL surgery, and an FCS wide receiver. And the last time an FCS wide receiver was drafted and went and had 1,000 yards as a rookie is 2006, I think, Marcus Colston to the New Orleans Saints. That's the difference between Green Bay and everybody else.